Hi, I'm Scott,
And I'm Luke.
and we're Android guys,
Give us 5 to 10 minutes of your day
and we'll tell you about a product or service.
or an app that you might be interested in. You have something to talk about now. Take it away.
This is kind of like a traditional accessory, like it's been in our wheelhouse, I think, as long as we've been a site.
Okay.
When I talk about, somebody asks me, what do I cover? What do I review?
Yeah.
And I'll tell them tech accessories.
Sure.
This is the first thing that I think comes to mind for me is like chargers.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And cables and those types of accessories for phones.
Yep.
This is the 270 watt. This is called the Zeus.
Okay.
And the company is Charge ASAP.
Oh.
We've had some stuff from them in the past. Uh-huh. This is a portable kind of charging block that you plug into your wall outlet.
Yeah.
I took this guy with me a few weeks ago when on vacation.
Yeah.
I'm always in charge of making sure everybody has power.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife, she's like, I don't pack anything. I just trust that you're going to have it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice that, everything is either a USB-C or micro USB.
Yeah.
There's mostly everything's C now. But when you plug in, random headphones or something that might be proprietary from time to time, you might need a USB-A.
Sure.
But so this is a kind of like a 4-in-1 kind of charger.
Okay.
And you get 3 of them are USB-C and 1 of them is USB-A.
Mm.
So it kind of leans into the current technology with one for the old guard.
Sure.
So sometimes like wearables you have to plug in, might be a USB-A.
Right.
This is the version I got was white, but it also comes in black, and it's a monster of a little device.
Yeah.
It has the Gallium Nitride technology in it.
Ooh, love it.
Which, so that's the stuff that is much more efficient, power efficient. It's cooler.
Yep.
It's faster. It's just a better technology all around.
Yeah.
That, you'll see a lot of chargers that you're able to get a lot more done in a lot less time with these types of chargers. Mm-hmm. So it's, I don't want to say small, but it's smaller than I thought it would be for what it does.
Okay.
It kind of like, it's like, I would say 2 or 3 times the size of like a traditional USB block that you would get for your phone or something.
Okay.
So the old charger, if you kind of like triple the footprint of that, it's not massive, but it's, not small. But this has got, it's got like a little computer in it because there's an LED display that you could look at and see what your charging speeds are, what's coming out of them. And of course, you've got the 4 ports as well. It's a little heavy. So I do know that the outlet that I wanted to plug it into at the place we stayed, it had a tendency to want to kind of like lean and fall out of it, but it was the outlet more so than the charger.
Okay.
Brought it home. Actually, I moved it into a different spot at the place we stayed, and it was perfect. It stayed there the rest of the week. Nice. So it's kind of, depending on where you're plugging in it, you might find it like, oh, this is top heavy.
Sure.
If you flip it upside down, you can still use it, but you just might not be able to see the display of the things that you're, charging. If that matters to you, if you want to be able to see that. Sure. So for me, I don't really care to see. I don't need to see. I might charge something up because I want to, make sure that I'm getting the fastest speed available or to get what it promises to get. But if you plug it, I think they have a chart that might show what you get, but it's something that, typically most like Chromebooks, laptops, those are like 65 watt chargers.
Sure.
You have some of the other, I think iPhone or MacBook. I'm not familiar with their products, but I think some of them will go even faster. Yeah. Or maybe use a higher wattage.
Yeah, like I know that like the smaller MacBook, like the Air is like a 65 watt, I think. But like a Pro or even like a PC based Windows laptop would be upward, up to maybe 90 or 100 watts.
Okay. So as you will find with most chargers like this, if you're just plugging one thing in, you're going to get a crazy fast speed.
Right.
If you plug in two things, you might be splitting that.
Sure.
Depending on what you're looking at. But I'm just kind of looking at their website now, and it says like it's 140 watts off of USB, the C1. And the other two are 100 watts each.
Oh, nice.
So total, depending on what you're plugging things in, you can get up to 140 watts. If you have all three of them, then you might be getting 140, and then it's 65 and 65.
Sure.
Or if you go with the A, then you're kind of splitting that out. Maybe it's 36. But this technology it's intelligent. Yeah. So it's able to kind of look at your device and figure out what it needs speed-wise, or not like overpower it or blow the device up because it's just too efficient.
Too much, yeah.
But it works with all of the standards. The main USB C1 has all of the standards for like quick charge 2, 3, 4, power delivery, PD, all the stuff that you look for in a charger.
Yeah.
A lot of those are found in just that one port alone.
Right.
So that's the one that I, plug the long cable into, and I just kind of like fish it over, plug my Chromebook in or my tablet or whatever I'm using it. If I have to charge something else up, then I'll plug something else in. But that's just the one that just says, I can handle anything you throw at me.
Right.
That's the one that I like to use. This has part of that protection, or that gallium nitride. It's got the short circuit protection, over temperature, over voltage, over current. It's going to look at all that stuff to make sure that you're not frying something because you plugged it into the wrong spot. This guy runs about $219.
Okay.
Which sounds like a lot of money for a charger.
Sure.
But
it doesn't sound like a lot of money for a laptop charger.
Or a 4-in-1 gallium nitride.
Right.
Like when you start to think about what it actually brings to the table.
Right. That's four chargers.
You are getting, it's not getting what you pay for, but when you pay for this, you're getting a lot of things.
Yes.
So it's the kind of thing that I would definitely recommend if you are a remote worker or somebody who finds themselves in coffee shops and libraries and bookstores and different places that, you're working remotely, pick up and go, work it out of your car, anything like that. I would definitely recommend picking up something like this because...
And the nice thing about that is if you are mobile, you're not having to carry around 4 different chargers and potentially find multiple outlets. This is just one outlet.
And this was the perfect thing for me to travel with this year because between my wife and I, if we have to charge, both of us have watches.
Sure.
Both of us have phones.
Right.
Both of us brought tablets.
Right.
Both of us brought laptops.
Right.
So at any given time, we could be...
And probably earbuds or headphones or something.
Yeah, there were earbuds. Yep. That's right. I can't get away from anything.
It's so much.
It's all, So it's one of those things where I set it up and then just kind of plugged a couple things in and just always knew. And what I also like about it is I'll tend to travel with like portable power banks. Mm-hmm. So depending on what we're doing for that day, I might take like a 20,000 milliamp in the bag or have it in the car. Mm-hmm. I'm charging that thing up, off of the Zeus or whatever.
Yeah.
And I know that that's going to charge that as quickly as possible.
And not harm that either.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're on the fence of spending that kind of money, I get it. Mm-hmm. It is quite a bit. But if you've ever had to replace your laptop charger, the cables aren't that expensive. It's those chargers. It's that little brick. And I would say that if you split this up into 4 ports, you're looking at about $50 a charger.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Not considering what it's capable of doing. So that's the Zeus. It's a 270 watt. That's the GaN charger or gallium nitride charger.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as SWebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.